phone on vibrate and send a link out on Insta so people on Insta can join. Alright. Wait, how come it doesn't show them live? Okay, yes it is. Great. Because I'm like, we're gonna have a problem. So let me make another post, and they changed. Instagram changed their formatting. So to navigate that, where is the link? Oh no, I get that. It has to be a story. It can't be a post. Gotcha. Link. Oh no, I need a link. Here we go. Art live stream. Art live. Art live stream. No. I spelled that wrong, but how? I get dyslexia, so it's okay. I don't know why those words are confusing me. All messages sent will appear public. Yeah, I know. Great. Great. Alright, so we haven't, there's just a blank paper right now. Alright. So I need to start drawing. And I already have an idea on what I want to do. But where is my pencil? Yeah, what is going on with that? That's a very strange thing. I don't want to use a mechanical pencil. I want a real pencil. I want the line quality. Here, I found one. And I don't use drawing pencils because we're going to be using color. We're going to be using markers, color pencils, markers, color pencils, crayons, and regular pencil. And why is my camera going out of focus? Okay, great, now it's back. I'm going to have to move the camera a lot because that's the way it's going to be. Because sometimes you guys can't see what I'm doing. Either because like the line is too short, too small, not thick enough, you guys can't see it. Or the colors that I'm using don't have good contrast, so that's just what's going to happen. Alright. Let's get started. This is different paper than last time. The last paper I used was alright, but I don't think it was thick enough to handle the pressure that I was using with the crayons, and some part of that last art did get a little bit roughed up, I guess. I don't know. It's like it's when a layer of paper like kind of gets peeled, but it's not fully peeled off, so I can kind of hide it. And I didn't like that. But I'm glad I was able to save it so you can't really tell. And I think that only happened like twice. But anyway, this paper is much thicker, so I think it should work better. And I need to get my fat eraser. Hello. I think that is, I know who you are. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna start. I hope you can see it. It's probably very faint. You could try it. It's just, that's how it is. It just has to be like that because I can't make it thicker than it already is. That wouldn't function right. So of course we're going to do another abstract because I don't want to do anything else. I messed up here. This is supposed to be a straight line. You missed Vive's live. Welcome. Oh, Genevieve? Dang, you know, it's actually hard for me to catch up to her lives. It actually really is. I love Genevieve, and I wish I could have been there for her live. It's alright. I love Genevieve. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I don't know, but that happens to me. Back in, like, a few years ago, she would stream for hours and hours, so I could actually catch up to her streams, but I think, my sleep schedule and when I look at YouTube is just not aligned with hers for some reason. But yeah, now I get disappointed when I find out, oh dang, I missed her live stream. I know she's been busy more, and that's why she hasn't been streaming as much, so I haven't been able to catch her lives. So this turned out not the way I wanted it, but it's better than I imagined it, so I'm going with that. And I hope you can see. I could mess with it, but I think it's somewhat visible. It's just this is the outline, so I can't make it too thick. That wouldn't be right. I'm absolutely restless. Absolutely restless. How was her live stream? Was it just her talking? Because normally I think nowadays she's been streaming her sky or a campfire. It's so awesome she has a campfire to just chill at. Or I think the last stream I went into with her was her chickens, her chicken coop. I think some of my art should actually be in her coop if she's printed it out, but she's asked me. If she asked me for art she could print out, and I was like, hey, yeah. She's got a really nice chicken coop too. It's really nice. I don't think people understand like the significance of how good her chicken coop is. Like that's. Like, she's really blessed. So, my mind wants to relax, but my body wants to keep moving. And I hate it. It's pissing me off. So it's weird. It's like I'm tired, but I can't rest. So it's either, it's like I'm tired and can't rest, but I'm also too exhausted to work. So I'm just trying to find liminal space. I'm just trying to get middle ground. It's like there's so much I could do or want to do, and it's like, well, I really have to prioritize my health, but and I really wish I had more energy to do more work, which is so funny, right? No one says, I wish I had more energy to do more work. Like, right? No one says that. And that's just the old program running, which is actually what I need to get away from. Let me erase this here. So this is going to be a very interesting piece of art. Yeah. Miss Genevieve. Well, I think my stream did a hiccup for a second there. I hope everything's fine. Oops. I put a hard edge line here when I meant to put a soft line. If I did this all graphite, it would still look pretty cool though, but I think I want this to be color. Yeah, there's a lot of tiny details here, so I'm going to have to use a marker here because no way is crayon going to fill in those tiny snakes' faces. Feel more gooder soon knows. I know what you mean, feel good soon. Yeah. I am learning a lot about myself, ironically, through all of this shit, but I really need this recovery time. It just takes a lot of grace because, like, whatever I'm going through, most people just don't understand. They don't understand how my life could be like, what's it called? How it could be so uncomfortable but also deeply purposeful at the same time. And that's something that scares people. And I get that, right? Because it's like, no one would want to hold space for something like that. They would just get enmeshed. I don't want to enmesh anybody in my problems like that, but people need to be able to hold their own center. Because when they don't, then they start feeling bad for me, and they start thinking I'm suffering in this and that type of way. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm actually more alive than I've ever been. It's just that I need the proper support and people who can actually, what's it called? Safe space for my nervous system to ground and land on. It's a mix of that, but also like a mix of not giving up personally, no matter how hard things get, because like no one can really give me the answers. And that's what it feels like, and you know, people can try their best to like offer help and suggestions, but like I'm literally beyond that. Like whatever it is I'm on or whatever it is I'm going through, it's like it's so beyond like predictability of what people could assume or figure out. It's just, my life is just not theirs. I'm trying to get this straight line. But yeah, my nervous system is fucked up. It's really fucked up. And bro, I have to leave things behind a lot. I have to, when your nervous system is like as overworked as mine, like forget spiritual work, forget mystical work, like the body can't handle that. It won't be able to channel that energy. It won't be able to do that. It just can't. Which is a big disappointment to me, because that's all I ever wanted to do. But it's okay. Awesome. This needs to be straighter. It's not straight. Whoa, I can't believe I figured that out. Normally, like, my dyslexia would just, like, get confused with all these lines here, and I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed I didn't get confused, and that I kept that. This is very beautiful, huh? It's beautiful, yeah, thank you. I agree, it is. It's coming out really nicely. I really like this paper. I think it's actually making it easier for me to draw somehow. The texture of the paper is very important when it comes to drawing, or watercolor or anything. The right paper really does make the difference. Oops. I actually have a pencil like this, but instead of how your sound keeps cutting, what does that mean? Is it the background noise, or I don't know, I feel like I don't know how to fix that. My settings are the same. It could be the internet connection. It's the best thing I could do. Let me see. Hopefully it goes away. Let me know if it gets better. Because I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. He'll move. Yeah. That might help, who knows? Okay, I don't want that to be cut off. I forgot what I was talking about. It's okay. Everything. Everything. don't know why, but I felt like I had to make a trapezoid shape. It just feels like a trapezoid needs to be here. We're almost going to be done with the sketch. We're already filling up the paper. And we're only barely half an hour in. There's something. I need to get the right shape here, because I sense the shape, but I'm trying to get the right shape. There you go. So, I've been trying to maintain my sovereignty despite everything going with my nervous system. And I think I'm doing okay. It's just the limitations of my body just kind of anchor in the narration, the experience of this life. And that's actually more stressful than anything. And I think that's what the limitation is. It's just this human life. How it makes my body feel. Everything is just so overly masculine in terms of energy. You know, and it causes burnout, especially if you have worthiness issues, and you have a hard time allowing yourself to just exist without the pressure. Like growth and moving forward, like just wanting to be held where I am first. So now I have no choice but to. Yeah. And there's really nothing that can heal my PTSD, because it's not so much it's not, I mean, it is this, you know, how it functions, but it's arising from an existential level of stress. It's like it's down to my existence. And it's ironic, because it's like when we look at healing in a dysfunctional masculine lens, when we look at it in a dysfunctional lens, let me see, is my, I don't know if my microphone's cutting off. Yeah, 4 bars, but it keeps cutting in your, oh, it's okay, yeah. I'm gonna try, maybe it's the music, the rain sounds in the background, it could be that. Maybe it's chopped, so let me lower it a little bit. And that's just the best thing I can do. I don't know if that would fix it. But I don't know. I don't think it's that loud that it can mask my voice like that, but who knows. But yeah, as I was saying, like, when you look at healing through an overly dysfunctional masculine lens, we look at healing as not what healing actually is. It's more like, let me heal so that way I can continue working. And not actually like return to center, right? It's always like external, external, external. Oh God. So yeah. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully sounds better. I did lower the background music a bit. It's not music, it's rain, but that could be where the music is cutting. It could be masking and cutting in and out of my voice. It could be because I'm speaking very softly. It's like, that's how I speak. My microphone is like the highest sensitivity it could be, so I don't know. You know, that's the only thing I was thinking about. Hopefully it functions well for you now. I'm thinking about making a video soon. Not a live stream, but a video. Just an update on like what's been going on with me, because like I haven't been that active on YouTube, and that's because of everything I've been going through, and now I'm just like, it's just reached its pinnacle. But I'm glad it has, because even though I can't do much to fix it, I at least know that I'm not meant to do it alone. Yeah, I don't like this. This is dumb. Let me get rid of this. I might just leave it blank. Some parts I don't think I want to draw. That way it could have more of a gradient effect in the background. That's why I like that. It kind of frames the dark and lightness of what's going to be contained within it. Alright, so then I am considering if I finish the sketch. No, I think I need to do more. No, I really wish there wasn't that shadow casting. Let me see what I can do about that. Because that's like, that's the shadow of the camera itself. But like I need it to, I want a brighter color. Not brighter color, better lighting. Let me see. I think I have a bright light here somewhere. Let me see if that helps. There you go. I forgot to turn it on. There we go. Beautiful. see if I could turn it over. Well, actually, it's so funny. It makes it brighter, but my screen is pretty dark, so I'm just gonna trust that it's brighter. So that way all the details can be seen here. It's working good now. Awesome. I'm glad the sound's fixed for you. You're the only one who's in here, so I don't know if this is like a problem on my end or not, but it's good that the sound works good for you now. Hello, what it actually wrote. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant, though. I know what you meant, yeah. It's working good now. That's funny. My memory is not as good as it used to be. It's okay. Awesome. I gotta do something about this here, though. Let me see all this negative space here. Yeah, I don't know what to put here. Awesome. What am I having trouble remembering? So I played Pokemon for the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS, and it bothers me that I don't remember them. My dad, when he was a kid, would say I have a good memory. Yeah, it's just bothering me because I wish I remembered playing those games, but I don't. Even though I have them, and even though I have progress playing them, it's like I don't even remember this. Like, it's not even like a refresher, like jog your memory. It's like literally I have no memory at all, and it's like really confusing and weird. I think we finished the sketch. Awesome. So anyway, I'm going to start with marker because I want to have these sharp and thin edges to be you know, they need a fine point, and I don't think any of these things could really give it the defined line that I want. But give me a minute because this thing is not even straight. And I need it to be straight. Come on. I know this can look better. I'm just trying to get it the shape I want it to. Ah, fuck. Yep, we both definitely worked hard on this on the sketch. Sometimes I see it that way. Even though I'm the one drawing it, but sometimes I see it that way, yeah. So this line right here, oh my god. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm getting it to curve when I don't want it to curve, and I could literally see myself doing it in real time, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So, I know this can be a bit relaxing, but I'm a little bit scared of that because I'm feeling it stress out my nervous system. I'm actually feeling it right now. It's not too bad, but I'm noticing it. It's like my body just doesn't know what to do with relaxing, so it just panics. My mind is okay though, it's just like, it's the body's reaction, you know. Okay, here we go. Red. So here's a trick you can learn. If you're too afraid to do a straight line and marker because you can't erase it, put little dots or dashes and you just follow those dashes. And then that kind of takes the pressure off for you having to do a straight line by hand. Kind of makes it easier. I mean, sure, like the line work won't be like laser printer, you know, straight, but this actually gives you a lot more peace of mind. So it's like connecting the dots, right? So there's an art hack for you guys. Yeah. Oh noes. Let me bring this closer. There we go. shit. Okay. Good. My marker got stuck in my hair and I was like, oh my god. Alright, I'm just looking at it and seeing how the color changes the context of the design. So I don't know if I want to color this in or do I not want to color this in, or do I just want this to be the outline for everything. I'm like trying to figure out what color palette I want to use, how the line work is going to be outlined. If I don't know, I kind of feel I feel like majority of this art is going to have more marker than crayon or color pencil. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling like. It's because the design feels too precise. It feels too sharp. And I think marker would be the best way to go. Thing is that when everything's an outline in red, what colors am I going to use? But yeah, no, I think it's going to be all outline in red. It's just all going to be red. That's what it's going to be. So we did the sketch and now we're doing the outline. A very vulnerable outline. Keep getting my marker stuck in my hair. God, I need to put my hair back. So yeah. I love cats. My youngest cat is now 1 year old. And my oldest cat is like over a decade. He might be 15 by now, actually, if not older. I love cats. I think it looks nice. I have 2 cats. Don't know why, but I went off. I went off the sketch. I was supposed to follow the line and I don't know why I didn't, but it's okay because it's still okay. I have 2 cats and sometimes I pet the neighborhood cats. If they let me. They're loyal to those who feed them, but some of them are very sweet regardless. But actually, maybe they're not. I think they're secretly hoping to get food. So the cats, they know they're cute. They know it. And they use it to control us for food. I think it's weird that cats are okay with eating those like dry rocks that we call cat food. I mean, obviously, if they had the choice, they would probably not eat the dry rocks. They would eat human food or wet cat food. Yeah, we're just tracing our sketch. That's all we're doing. And then we'll erase the sketch, the pencil markings after this. The tracing is done with marker. Oh yeah, yeah, I do think I need to make a YouTube video, just an update. Oh man, I'm so displeased. I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't say displeased, just a little disappointed with how things are turning out for me, but it's a mix of, it's a cocktail of emotions. But the clarity I have punches through everything else, so despite, you know, any disappointments, it's deeply purposeful and understood. I guess it's humbling, perhaps. My cats are Peppers. She's a black cat. My other cat is Romeo, who's a gray cat. Yeah, Peppers is the small one. She's the youngest one. And Romeo's the old one. He's the big one. He's a big cat. If I want to, I could like double line the outline to give more line quality to the existing lines, to divide the space up further if I feel it needs it. Right now it's very flat and very singular pointed, like the thickness. No, excuse me. Surprised I haven't sneezed yet. I've been sneezing so often lately. I do not miss dysfunctional people. Okay, I have to be very careful here because like my dyslexia is going to be challenged with all these repeating lines here. I know. And I already caught it. I'm like, whoa, my eyes are tracking something that's not there. Because these repeating lines are confusing. Crud. I didn't mean to put that angle, but I did. There you go. Good. Crisis averted. Yeah, I think my eyes are acting weird. I haven't been getting good sleep. Sometimes I need to get a double take at what I'm looking at because something feels off. I gotta be nice to myself. I have insomnia and PTSD. Be nice, you know. I mean, I don't like it, but I gotta be nice to myself. Because if I don't, who will? Oh my god, this is the dog. I hope the dog's not too loud in the background, but the dog's barking. But you don't miss me. I don't see you as dysfunctional. I see you as stabilizing, so. You're funny. I guess what I meant to say is like I don't miss dysfunctional people because if they're dysfunctional, I cut them off. And if I cut those people off, I don't miss them. And to me, stabilizing is more like neutral. Okay, great. It's sovereignty, you know? That neutral sovereignty is very stabilizing. But dysfunctional people don't know how to be sovereign. That's why I don't miss them. Goodness gracious, I want that dog to stop. Yeah, you're welcome. We're almost done. I think I can zoom out a little bit more because the line work is becoming more apparent. So I don't have to zoom in to show off all the details. I feel a little bit inspired to watch a two-part series where each episode is like nearly 3 hours long about deconstructing reality. I never felt like it was real anyways. Wintersteen. Interesting. It's like winter and interesting. Where am I? Okay, I'm right here. I know this is a pretty good red marker, but for some reason I kind of want a more vibrant red. But that's how I feel when I do digital art. Like I can get a super vibrant red, and that's usually how I relate to the color red. This is still a good red, but you know. Oh my god, that stinking dog barking. Dogs just love to hear their own barks. Like, they just don't stop. It's their life purpose to bark. Let me see if I trace this right. I think I did. Alright, now I gotta erase it. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 20. They are like that, aren't they? Yeah, especially Chihuahuas. I just sometimes I think like, don't their vocal cords just like get tired? Like, I'm like, what are they barking for? Like, what does it accomplish? It doesn't accomplish anything. You've been barking for 2 hours and nothing's happened. Like, okay. Like, regulate your nervous system, doggy. Keep barking. Maybe that's how they regulate their nervous system, is through barking. I don't know. I feel like there's a multi-purpose for barking. You know what's weird? No, it's not weird. It's just... maybe it's just the way my eyes are looking at things. Alright, so this is gorgeous. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere else I need to erase. So yeah, look how nice it is. My sister's dog. Because no way in hell would I adopt a dog. No. Oh god. Hold on, let me try to get it in the frame the best I can. This is what we got so far. I'm gonna stretch in my chair for a second while you guys look at that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I think for the background, it's gonna be like how I did it for the other artwork I did, where it's gonna have like vibrant pink purple and like reddish purple hues. That's what I want to do. It's gorgeous, yeah. So what am I gonna do? I'm trying to figure out. Because if I am going to do this, I am going to use color pencil. That's going to be a given. If I want it to be smoother, I could use marker. I mean, we'll figure it out. But yeah, let me use a marker. Let me find a marker that's like a very, very washed out pink hue. That dog's still barking. I think this is the marker I want to use. What's this other one? What does this one look like? Oh no, that's like brown. No, we're not using that. Yeah, I'm not using that. Not today. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe like half of it could be like that pink, and then the other half could be like a green. That sounds cool. So let me see. What do I want to? I think like maybe this bottom part will be like a green, and then this top part here will have like a pink background. Yeah, instead of doing the whole thing like that, we'll just do it like that. I think that would really help it pop. Because yeah, we're gonna have to use more greens for this when we actually color it, because red in a seafoam green color or a teal green would look really nice here. It's almost a complementary color. An actual complement would be like actual green, green, and red, but we're using like a different variation of green, or one that's a higher like vibrant blue green would be really nice. It's just my red isn't very vibrant. I mean, it's like a deep red, but it's not very vibrant. So this is interesting because this is a different paper I'm using than last time, and so the marker is actually doing really good at not pooling, like not, it's an alcohol-based marker, right? So like the alcohol kind of like wets the paper, but because this paper is thicker, it's actually taking longer for, I guess the alcohol and the color of it to like absorb into the paper. So this means that when I put a layer of marker down, I have to like keep going over the same direction. That way the color can actually show better, which is good, because sometimes when you use marker you accidentally excuse me, give me 1 minute. I was gonna say, like, you accidentally create lines where it looks, where you've seen where it's marked. I don't know how to describe it. If you ever got like copy paper and like used like Crayola markers, for example, and you try to like fill up the space, you'll see like all the streaks, and you'll see where the ink kind of pulled, or like it kind of, like pull, I mean like P-O-O-L, like it kind of bleeds and it kind of pulls like that around itself. So it kind of leaves like a watermark stain unto itself. And that causes like streaks or something like that. That makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but yeah, but that's what I'm noticing, is that this paper doesn't do that to this marker, which is good, because that means I have more control over the lightness and the depth of how the ink shows up in when it actually dries, when the alcohol in the marker dries. So I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but like this is a super, super light pink. That's how it's showing up on the paper, but I don't know if the camera can actually like pick up that, because like I said, like the layers of ink are just not going to be as intense because of how thick the paper is. And that's why I'm having to like put another layer of ink over what I've already drawn. It's kind of like a rose quartz that's very light, and then there's like some rose quartz that are like more pink and like less white, you know. And that's kind of like what's going on here. I'm like giving it a more true pink, because the first layer is going to be the faintest. It's going to be very light, which is good. It's a good thing though. Yeah, this paper doesn't allow streaks to be left on it, which is awesome. I need to erase more here. I guess I missed a spot. Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. My eyes are tired. It's not like I could sleep. You know, I hope we get aliens in 2026. Because, like, that'd be awesome. I've seen some people's reactions on that. It's like, at least maybe that's just on my side of the internet, it's more positive. I saw a comment that said, I want the aliens to come here in 2026 so I could show them my depression playlist. And I thought that was so funny. At least it was disarming. Like, you want the aliens to come here because you're eager to show them your depression playlist. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't think they would knock it down, but it's just kind of funny to me. I don't know. What do you think? You think galactic beings would be interested in hearing our depression playlists? Now let's do the other side with a very light blue. I'm testing. Oh my goodness. It's very deep. At least compared to the pink. The pink is very light. What about this color? Okay, no, fuck that. No, that's way too dark. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Actually, I need to use the smaller one here. That dog is still barking. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So mad. Where's my BRB sticker? I need a... Where is it? I can't see it. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm using a different... Oh, that's a different app of the stream. Let me be right back, okay? Why is that dog barking? Bean, why are you barking? Okay, he's been barking for a long time. Okay. 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 I'm back. No need to wait until 2026. I'm already an alien that's here. An illegal alien. Don't say stuff like, oh, that's the / just sarcasm. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, I know it's like a double meaning, but even then when people joke like that, like I don't catch it, and I still find it funny. It's like I just forget about that. Technically an anchor. Yeah, I want aliens. I want aliens. They're freaking cool. They're like cousins, I guess. My reaction. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've heard some stuff on the news about what's going on with ICE and illegals and stuff, and I don't want to pay attention to that, but like, I don't know, they're really cracking down on things like that, and not that I've personally seen anything wild, but that's the thing about the news and like your own personal experience. It's like, is this really happening? Because they say it's happening. Because it makes me wonder, like, am I too sheltered, or this isn't really what I'm noticing personally? So I don't know. You know. So that's why I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I know, but yeah, no, you're being sarcastic. But like, if you weren't, like, that would be weird for me. Read up to the comment that says, yep, yeah. That says, yup. My mom could be, oh, but she's too good of a taxpayer. I don't know what's going on, you know? I don't know what's going on politically or any of that. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I know that's what the news is, but I'm like, I don't even have a personal experience to confirm nor deny what is going on. So like, I don't know. Like, how do I even react to some things? And like, I'm not sure what to react other than like, well, I guess, you know, it's just, I guess. I suppose, maybe, that's what I've been hearing, but like, is that really what's happening? No way to know. Begins with, yep. So the dog's barking because my sister's here and the dog wants to meet her. But she's busy eating, so that's why the dog is like, oh. Like, it knows its owner is here, but the owner hasn't approached them yet. So it's gonna keep fucking barking until she gives him attention. Oh, I missed a comment about aliens. I don't know. I don't see it. All I see is gorgeous, an emoji, no need to wait until 2026. I see technically an anchor, your reaction, read up the comment that says yup. Taxpayer begins with yup. Oh, she lied in her application. Oh, I mean, you missed a comment about aliens. I don't know if you should be sharing that, but I guess thank you for sharing. Oh, fuck. I accidentally went inside the lines. Damn it. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Here we go. I love this color green. It's nice. It's been a while since I had an alien dream. I had, I think they were I'm not sure because Palladians, either they're hybrids or the version that I saw was a hybrid, or they just naturally look like us or we look like them. But I think the Palladians are the ones with the super blue eyes. And I met some, but I didn't recognize them as Palladian at the time. Like in a dream. But they were really nice. But yeah, it's been a while. And then when I woke up and it like, I remembered, like, reflected on the dream, I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's an alien species that has eyes that blue. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Palladians. And the color blue in dreams is a very spiritual color. This is interesting. I noticed this color blue is kind of pooling a bit, but I could probably fix it. comment you missed. Aliens gotta be weirdos to be interested in us and all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. I didn't even see that comment, but thank you for reposting that. I probably didn't send, but yeah. They gotta be weirdos to be interested in us. What blue means in dreams. Oh. Let me tell you. AI. So there's a combination of what blue can mean if it's with other colors. So here we go. Blue symbolizes expression and includes spirituality, religion, art, culture, philosophy, and attitude towards life itself. It is one of the most common colors in dreams and is used to show your attitude to the subject matter. If other colors are mixed with it, you're asked to do what it takes to remove them from your philosophy if they are negative. So this would be like dark blues are polluted colors, and to add them if they are positive colors. So that would be like the opposite, like blue and white, or blue and gold. So blue and dark green. Blue and dark green asks you to remove being envious from your philosophy at life. Blue and gold asks you to regard your spiritual healing ability as positive in your life. Blue and silver asks you to regard your psychic and intuitive ability as positive in life. Embrace it and use it. Blue and white, or sky blue, asks you to lighten your attitude or philosophy in regard to the subject matter of the dream. And a blue Hawaiian shirt asks you to be more open with how you feel. Navy and dark blue or navy, a mix of blue, which is your philosophy, and black, which is negativity, indicates negative philosophy of life or attitude towards the subject matter of the dream. Royal blue, you are reminded you have a leadership quality and are asked to use it. So the color turquoise, for example, it's a mix of blue and green, and it asks you to include how you are feeling with your philosophy of life. For example, if your circumstance makes you feel the need to portray a positive outlook despite how you really feel, turquoise in your dream asks you to drop that and show your feelings as they are. I don't know if I shared with you the dream interpretation book. But yeah, I would have brushed up more in my dream interpretation. It's hard to find people like actually interested in the service. And ironically, it's like if I could get, practice from reading other people's dreams, then it's like free work, and like I would get practice, but like that's the thing, like it's ironic because it's like, well, if I interpret their dream and they don't pay, do I just keep that information to myself because that feels weird? I'm like, well, no, that could actually help them. So I'm like, first of all, like, can they appreciate it? Second of all, if I do interpret their dream, like, why would I not share it with them? But then it's like free work, and the practice doesn't seem mutually beneficial if I just keep it to myself, right? And if the dream interpretation resonates, the only person who's like gonna know for sure is the person you're dreaming for, because it's all what the subconscious of the person, like, they know it subconsciously. So when you interpret correctly, it's like, oh yeah, this is exactly meaningful in this type of way, and thank you for sharing with me, right? But like, that's like the irony of it, is like, okay, well, it just feels weird to interpret and then not to share it with them. And I guess maybe if I had those boundaries I could, but it always made me feel weird. I'm like, you know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like, Like I don't know how to get it like properly, like how to get it taken seriously properly. And then another thing is like there's a lot of spiritual implications that a lot people who want their dreams interpreted may not be interested in. How I'll send you the link to the book. But it's real, like it's real dream interpretation. It's not like those girly pop books, you know, where it's just someone's opinion. It's actually a real spiritual gift. Like for real, not just like somebody's opinion, right? I'll send you the link to it. Yeah, that's what blue means in dreams. And I'm sharing the book with you because I appreciate you enough to do that. But yeah, so that's why I haven't been like focused on that, because I'm like, how do I even get people to be interested in it or appreciate it or pay for it, you know? Or like, and how do I get practice without like enmeshing myself in like the obligation to like help the person? So it just always felt weird. It's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like this. It's like if I did a tarot reading for you, and then only I read the cards, and then you never like I never read them to you, but I had the information. Like that doesn't help you. Like that's what it feels like when I'm doing like practice dream interpretation for people. It's like, okay, well, this is what your subconscious is telling you, and only I know, and you don't get to know. Like it's like I pull tarot cards for you, and it's like, okay, this is what the cards tell you, but only I know and you don't. Like that's weird. Like, so it's a weird situation where I'm like, So then it's like, well, there's really no point in getting practice without paying for it. So it's like the only other practice is just like myself, or just people I don't mind helping because they're not a leech. But sometimes it's like that, like, and I have to like put my sovereignty down, because sometimes people will just want me for what I can offer them, but it's not reciprocal, or it's just they're lacking sovereignty. And then at that point I'm just like, well, like if you can't respect my boundaries, or if you can't appreciate me, you know, or just like we don't have that kind of relationship. Like I don't want to have the kind where I'm pressured to do anything for them, you know, just to like quote unquote like be nice. You know, it's a gift. It's not candy, you know. Some people just don't have like that consideration. And I mean, I understand, I don't blame them, but like all you have to do is just say your boundaries, and if they respect that, then they do. If they don't, then they'll just stop talking to you. Because I don't know, people got an agenda and they want something, you know. But whatever, right? Like, I mean, like, I understand where they're coming from, but I don't want things to be at my expense to the point where it's like, why am I even doing this for them, you know? And it's not that everything, like, has to be transactional. It's just, like, there's a sovereignty here. You know, there's a consideration here. There's a compassion here. But when that's missing, it just feels all like I'm not a person, you know? Like, I am a person. And I shouldn't have to tell people I'm a person and I need boundaries and I need sovereignty. It's like, why do I even have to do that? And at the same time, sometimes people, like, don't have that consideration. And it's not that they lack it, it's just, like, they make assumptions, like, you know? They make assumptions like, well, if they don't say anything, then I guess it's okay. And they're just, like, waiting for the other person to show up for that, you know. And I kind of understand it and I kind of get it. It's like, you know, like, instead of you taking consideration for the boundaries of others, you'll just say, well, it's their fault for not putting up those boundaries. And I'm like, you know, it's like, that's basically like taking advantage of someone, I guess. But, like, if you want to see it as a two-way street, you know, it's like they could reject or you could reject. They could have a boundary, you could have a boundary. But, like, I just don't find that okay, because it's like, if you really wanted unity, you might, you know, be considerate. But I guess it's fine. I don't know, like, this kind of, like, begs the question, like, if consideration is too much of an emotional enmeshment, or is consideration just a natural integrity that we give to others and ourselves whenever we're, you know, interacting with people. And I mean, logically, I feel like it could go either way. But I think everyone kind of has a different sensitivity or a different threshold or a different relationship to how they look at boundaries, how they look at themselves. And, you know, I mean, do we really have to be so permissive? Or should we be more solid and more straight up, right? Like, but I don't know. Everyone's got a different temperament, you know, like, are we going to get mad at sensitive people? Are we going to help sensitive people, like, feel safer? Because I feel like, you know, it's like, what is your intention? What are you trying to accomplish? Like, so it's like, it's a little bit weird, but, like, I kind of get it, though. It's like, if you don't really want to enmesh with people, then just put all the responsibility on them. But at the same time, I don't know, I feel like if you really want to connect with people, like, it would be not a weird thing at all to be considerate of another person's boundaries way beforehand, you know, like, because it shows you're paying attention, and it shows that you care. But I guess everyone's got a different way of showing that or relating to that. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like a double-edged sword, but I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. It's like both sides do have the responsibility to be sovereign, but sovereignty is something that's not really taught, and there's, like, different layers of that, like, emotionally and you know, energetically, like, spiritually, like, how is it that we enmesh with other people without trying to? We pressure other people without trying to, and I think this has more to do with, like, attachment styles and nervous system regulation, and also just, you know, a person recognizing where their limits are and how they interact with people. And there's like a plethora of different combinations and examples and ways like people show up to other people. So it's not always like cut and dry. You know, you kind of have to really get a lot of practice on making sure that your sovereignty doesn't enmesh or infringe upon other people. But that's very down to the specifics on how you respond to everything. And sometimes it's not responding but still acknowledging. Like, you have to keep and hold your own center. And if a person can respect you holding your own center, then they'll respect your boundaries. If they can't, then they'll leave because there's nothing they can get out of you. How to... And I'm sending you the dream. Let me check. It's just the title's long. I actually have both the physical copy and the digital on Kindle copy. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I'm on my phone. Hold on, I'm trying to send it to you. But like, anyway, as I was saying, like, it's a kind of a weird situation I find myself in. So I'm like, I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to, for lack of better words, like, market this service. And you know, I mean, even then, like, even if you could interpret your own dreams, like, you know, our egos get in our own way. So like, having a person who's not really as like involved as we are in our own dreams could help us see things better. Yeah. Thanks for the link. Yeah. I have, okay, yeah. I remember I told you I was going to get your dream service, but guides told me what they meant, so I just donated. Yes, I remember that. Thanks for the link. Yep. Thanks, welcome. I dream every night, so I'll let you know if I have any question. All right. Yeah, it's a great, and actually, there's another thing I need to show you. I need to sign in. Did I sign in? I guess I did sign in. Hold on, there's another thing that's important. It's a new thing, and I'm trying to AI. Okay. Here, I don't know what type of. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but I want to send you this other link too. Well, no, it's not a link. It's a screenshot because I don't know how to send a link like this. So that is the app for the, yeah, that's the app. So download that app and explore it. It's actually going to be really helpful for you. That way you don't have to like look through the book. And plus, the Dream Dictionary gets updated, and so it's updated through the app. That way you have like all the up-to-date information. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so we got our blue green here, our pink. I wish this was a lighter color, and I don't know how to, I don't know if I mean, I'm going to put color pencil over anyways, but I'm just trying to figure out if there was another marker I could have used, but I don't think so. I think that was the lightest variant of this color that I could have used. trying to figure out if I want to put crayon or color pencil. How about this? I'll do color pencil on this side, and then we'll see about the opposite side, because I've only done it over the pink, but this is a different color combination with the green, and I only want to do one at a time, but I'm already familiar with the pink variant. I need to open my color pencils. These are so old. Not in a bad way, but I've had these for a long time. And I'm trying to grab the colors that I need. Or at least the colors I think I need, because there's so many colors here. I'm gonna need like a neon pink somewhere here. Or just a very vibrant pink. But if I used it before, it should probably be like a sharpened color pencil. So I'm not going to grab one that isn't sharpened, because then I probably never used it before, and I only want the ones I've used before. I do like this pencil set, but what I don't like is how flimsy how big it is, and also how flimsy the freaking trays are. Because these, oh sorry, I messed with the freaking microphone. Sorry about that. What I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so these color pencils, they have a very soft like lead. So if it's in a flimsy container and it falls and it's easy for the colors to fall out, then you could end up breaking your pencils from the inside. So then as you sharpen them, they just break, because the lead is so soft that even contained within the wooden part of the pencil itself, it still broke. So it's like a little bit of I guess, I wouldn't say it's a design flaw. I mean, the only other way is like if they had like a cloth or something, or a container made for color pencils versus just like a container to hold them. In which case, like, that actually is more convenient, but you know, it does put the pencils at risk. But these pencils are always at risk. If they fall, like, you can't even like tap them or whatever, like, because you could break them. One time I was in, what's it called, art appreciation class, and this girl in my class asked me to use, was it like my Spanish orange color, and she didn't have it, you know, and I was kind of like reluctant, and then she begged me, and I was like, okay, but like, don't tap on the pencil, right, because it could fucking break. And I guess she was mindless or something, or she didn't pay attention, but then I literally see her like tapping the pencil like this, like, you know, when you go like this, and I'm just like, and then she stops, you know, I'm like, you know, you're not supposed to do that. That's my pencil. Like, it's like disrespectful. And like, a part of me is like, I don't think that was on purpose, because when you're anxious, you just like either like tap a pencil or shake your foot or something. But like, you know, this is the one thing like you were not supposed to tap or put your anxiety through. All right. Now I need to use this to test. So I want, this is a good color. I want that color. I also need the darker. Okay, that's good. This is really good. I think I like it. Well, I mean, this is more pink. So maybe we won't use these, but we'll put those away. But I kind of like this because that's actually where I want to go. This pink is perfect. This pink is also perfect. Okay, I think this could work, but I'm going to need another color in between. No, I can't use this one. Interesting. Okay, I like that color. So it's more purple. No, this is actually like the color red. I don't think I want to use actual red though. No. LOL, that means she had only one job and she messed up. Yeah, exactly. She only had one job. And this is why I don't share my shit with people, because they don't respect it, and it's like people just aren't gonna respect things unless it's their own, and I've never understood this, and I kind of felt bad for her, and I gave her the Spanish orange color pencil anyway because she needed it, and then like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It's like you broke my trust, and it's like, this is why I don't trust people. And it's not even that I don't trust people, it's like I can trust anyone if they show me they're trustworthy. But you know, like it has to be a very calculated risk. I need to write down the names of these colors here so I don't forget. This is going to be, well, I guess I'll just write down their number. This is 109. This one is 195. 109. Okay, this is 390. 930. Okay, yeah. You see, it's my dyslexia. I like flip things around. This is 994. This is 1014. And for 929. 929. This one's 99. We already did. We did 994. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. I have 7 here, but I counted 6. What the heck? So hold on. 904. 1014. There's 929. 930. 195 is right there. Okay, 1009. So then, where did 994 come from? Where's 994? What the heck? How did I write down the... Oh, there's 994. There is no 904. Oh, I guess it's just dyslexia. Okay, yeah. Of course, yeah. So I just had to write these down so that I know when I put these pencils back, like which ones to get. It's very easy to get confused. All these colors are quite analogous. This is also going to help me. So we can start doing the outline. So the darkest color is going to be this purple. And that's why I'm going to zoom in here. And I want to be mindful not to draw on the markered line, because it could actually dull the color of the marker itself. Color pencil can still draw over a marker. To be very careful. So I'm just going to get it started, and then the other colors are going to walk out the gradient. These are Prismacolor pencils, by the way. And they have another competitor, and I forgot what they were called, but Prismacolors are one of the better color pencils to buy. You know, even like regular Crayola color pencils are still pretty good too, but Prisma's is one of the best. Good to know for Christmas. You're welcome. Yeah, Prismacolors would be an amazing gift for Christmas. The one I have here, I think they have bigger ones, but the one I have is 150 count. But they, of course, they have smaller ones. But yeah, I agree. These color pencils would be a really good gift. They're amazing. They're beautiful. They're vibrant. They blend extremely well. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze again. I think I was saying earlier in the stream, like, I'm surprised I haven't sneezed yet. Just make sure you don't drop the pencils. Because they will break. They'll break on the inside. So you might not even know they're broken. Until you sharpen them, and then all of a sudden the lead breaks every time you sharpen it, and it's like, what happened? So right now I'm just making a very light layer, and then a deeper layer more towards the edges. Because I am going to be layering other color pencils here, so I want to give it room for the pigment to settle in between the spaces. Practice not dropping the soap, so it should be fine. Yeah. Alright, what's next? So the other color I'm going to use is probably 195. Let me find 195 here. Here. I started coloring outside of the frame on accident. Sorry. Where's my hand? Where's my hand? There we go. That happens to me, and I don't realize like I'm coloring outside of the frame of the camera. I try not to let that happen. Okay, the next color is going to be, we did 195, probably 994. Let me find 994. Here. I hope this turns out right. I think it will. I hope it will. I might have to put some white colored pencil, but I don't know when. I have a blending tool. I'm just trying to figure out to what extent do I need the blending tool, because I could overblend it. And I don't want to overblend it on accident. You know what? Maybe we will start blending. So this blending tool has no pigment in it. All it does is just allow the other colors placed beneath it to blend. That's how it works. And you gotta clean the blending tool, because whatever color's on it is gonna start to draw as soon as you use it, so you have to clean it by rubbing it. And you gotta just rub the surface level color on it off, because it should not have color as a blending tool. And if you don't do that, then as soon as you use it, you're gonna get a streak of color you didn't ask for. I'm a little confused at how it's blending. That's why I was a little confused. I'm like, I don't know, do I need to add more color or no? I think I need a blue here. I probably needed to get like a navy blue here. It's working okay though, it's just the purple it's fine, but it's not the intensity that I need it to be. So I need like a navy blue or something. Let me see if this blue. Is this a good blue? Yeah, I think so. This is 132. Okay, well, it's helping. This is giving me the definition I wanted. Let's see how it works now. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm not meant to use the blending tool. I'm trying to figure out what effect I want and how I want it to show up. Maybe I'm not pressing down enough on the color pencil. Maybe the layers are too light. Probably. Alright, it's just a skill issue, that's all. I just didn't know what technique to use. Yeah, I don't know how I like it. I'm having some doubt. Maybe I used too much of it, okay. Maybe I just have to be more careful. I mean, it's not bad, it's not ruined, but I'm just trying to be careful. This is going to take a lot more time than I anticipated. That's fine. But I'm probably not going to color the whole section. At least not on this stream. It takes a long time to get all these layers to fully become what they're meant to be. So it's really just coloring in the same spot with different color pencils the whole time. Yeah, that's what it's like. It just takes a lot of patience. feel like I want to go darker, but if I go in darker, it's black. Maybe I do need that. Maybe I do need to use black. Or maybe, well, I would say purple, but this dark blue is darker than the purple. It still looks okay. It still looks good. Maybe I gotta do it this way instead of up and down, or instead of a circle, because the direction of the blend does matter too, and not just the blending. Yep, that's true. I love cats. There are some places that are just full of cats. Alright, well, it looks like I accomplished the technique I wanted to, which is good. Then I know it's possible, and I did not make a mistake. Great. So what was this? Did I write it down? Yeah, 132. Beautiful. That little spot that we just worked on for a long time. Beautiful. But yeah, I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours. So I'm gonna stop it here, but most likely I will continue in the coming days. You know, I mean, I can't make any guarantees, but that's probably what we're gonna do. So here we go. Let me see if I can put it in frame. Put it in frame. Put it in frame. Closer. Or at least let me, there we go. Yep. I probably spent like, I don't know how many minutes trying to get like this particular gradient to appear. But it blended very well, as you can see, at least this part did. And so now I know that it's possible, and I got the effect that I wanted. Great. I just have to do this on every other part of it now. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'll talk or stream another time. But yeah, I'm going to end it.